Hello team, my name is Lieutenant Colonel Duke Reim. I'm the Brigade Senior Trainer, OCT. On this episode of TAC Talks, I'll be discussing tactics, techniques, and procedures about leaving nothing at rest. The shift towards large-scale combat operations, or LSCO, has led to a focus on enhancing the survivability and effectiveness of our command posts. As a result, many brigades are reconfiguring their command and control, or C2 architecture, and incorporating a forward command post and a rear command post to varying extents based on the commander's preferences, staff proficiency, operational processes, and system limitations. While this dispersed architecture poses challenges in executing the operations process, it is crucial for the staff to effectively carry out their responsibilities and support the commander in understanding, visualizing, describing, directing, leading, and assessing, while simultaneously becoming more survivable. The successful execution of the operations process must begin with the red pen, focusing on enemy action and decision points. This approach allows the S2 to effectively predict enemy actions by considering the order of battle, including disruption, fixing, assault, exploitation, security, deception forces, and the enemy reserve element. By discussing the order of battle, commanders gain a clear understanding of the enemy's intentions while accounting for all 9 forms of contact overlaid on the terrain. Additionally, this approach helps the intelligence warfighting function define its priority intelligence requirements, or PIRs, and determine the specific information it needs to gather. When developing PIRs, adhering to the 4 doctrinal principles of justification, specificity, significance, and operational phasing, while also keeping the number of PIRs limited to 4 by phase. Once the PIRs are approved, the Information Collection Matrix, or the ICM, and Information Collection Synchronization Matrix are completed to assign tasks to the Brigade Combat Team organic assets and visualize the requested echelons above Brigade assets. The Collection Manager, in collaboration with the Brigade S2, analyzes the logical employment of enemy forces considering the mission, terrain, time, and capabilities. This analysis helps assign named areas of interest, or NAIs, describe indicators, and refine PIRs, and assign observers. It is essential to align collection assets with targeting priorities, PIRs, and support friendly maneuver. The Brigade Collection Management Team should first task all organic assets, including the cavalry squadron, scout platoons, organic intelligence sensors, and small UAS, and then fill any collection gaps through echelons above brigade requests. During the planning process, the Brigade S2 should clearly understand the priority of fires and the disposition of available assets when NAIs are transitioned into TAIs, or target areas of interest. The result of this process should outline how the intelligence warfighting function will identify and track the high payoff target list, or HPTL, confirm or deny threat courses of action, the COAs, and characterize engagement area and potential TAIs, and inform the commander of risks and opportunities. The failure to identify the necessary conditions for conducting operations by warfighting function can significantly affect a unit's effectiveness and success. This issue often stems from deficiencies in the wargaming process. It may be due to the absence of key personnel, lack of experience within the staff, lack of time leading RDSP, or rapid decision-making process, or a combination of all factors. The plan section needs to clearly articulate the conditions required for operations if this information is not effectively passed to current operations section. As a result, current operations may not have a clear understanding of what is needed to enable operations and may lack the necessary structure to track and monitor these conditions. Brigades have an opportunity to address this issue during the CAR, the Combined Arms Rehearsal, where conditions can be discussed and defined further. The brigade staff needs to use the initial moments of the CAR to establish a conditions check by warfighting function, which can help ensure that the necessary conditions are in place before operations are initiated. Ultimately, it is the responsibility of the brigade commander to convey the critical no pen line conditions that must be met before crossing LD and commencing operations. Typically, the no pen line is defined through collection, fires, roll to, and retrans in position, ready to. By addressing these issues and clearly defining the conditions required for successful operations, units can improve their readiness and effectiveness in executing their missions. The most crucial element of conditions each warfighting function sets is ensuring that our units, personnel, and equipment are physically in position and ready to accomplish their assigned task. Some examples of in position ready to by warfighting function are in position ready to collect. The intelligence collection matrix and intelligence collection synchronization matrix will aid CUOPs in ensuring that collection assets are on station and observing the correct NAIs and answering the correct PIRs. Furthermore, all BCT organic assets have received and understand their task and purpose. Understanding the status of collection assets enables the staff to recommend a shift if planned assets is reallocated. In position ready to observe. The brigade fire support element are responsible for producing a centralized fires plan and assume responsibility for their observers plan. The brigade must confirm that observers are in position to observe pre-planned targets, have positive communications with the fire distribution cell, and have conducted a technical rehearsal. In position ready to fire. Brigades must confirm through their technical rehearsal that they can process fires, either through FM means or digital means, that batteries are in position in their PAAs, and that the correct type and quantity of ammo are on hand. In position ready to sustain. The Brigade S4 team provides critical information during the planning process by analyzing the current conditions and status of the sustainment plan and operations, supply, maintenance, transportation, and services. They provide updates on the logistics assessment required for achieving the commander's objectives and ensuring that these support requirements are met throughout the operation. A pivotal element to accurate assessments is obtaining accurate reporting from all echelons on the logistical status report known as the log stat. Accurate log stats provide the situational understanding required to forecast future consumption rates and meet immediate requirements while supporting operational tempo demands. The Brigade S4 must closely work with the Brigade Support Battalion BSB Support Officer, known as the SPO, to synchronize brigade operational plans with the sustainment plan to ensure the 8 sustainment principles are applied and must fully understand the disposition of the brigade support area. In position ready to retrans. The communication architecture must be in position, ready to support communications, or must be staged in an order of movement that aligns with the timing of the assets in placement and operation. Battalions own brigade confirmation of retrans in placement and nets that they will be relayed. If they are in placing a brigade retrans, they own positive confirmation of the task organization completion. In position ready to protect. Units typically need help understanding MSHORAD employment and what they require to protect the brigade based on the priority of protection list. Current operations must understand where all air defense assets are, defended air avenues of approach, where the Q-53 radar is, and if it is radiating to include the azimuth of search, and whether they have enough ammo to protect against templated enemy forces. We must also understand where the chemical reconnaissance platoon is with water in the event of a chemical strike. In position ready to dig. The timings and triggers for this operation must be tied to the enemy event template and the brigade's transition. The brigade must understand where the dig and mine laying assets are, where the CCLs are, and where they're going, when and where they're digging, who controls the counter mobility operations, and the sustainment tied to this operation. In position ready to care. Units routinely fail to develop and maintain an accurate medical common operating picture, or a MEDCOP. They must understand the status and location of Role 1 and Role 2 capabilities, whether they're at capacity, and whether they are able to provide all services. Staff sections at the battalion and brigade develop their running estimates while conducting the military decision-making process and are required by doctrine to keep them updated. Staff running estimates are built to enable the staff sections the ability to provide the commander analysis and recommendations when needed. The critical facts of the staff section's running estimates should live on the unit's common operating picture and be available for other staff sections and subordinate units to reference, creating a shared understanding. Running estimates use the framework of facts, assumptions, assets available, constraints, risks, and opportunities. Units need to maintain updated running estimates and provide timely, informed recommendations to the commander. Due to stale running estimates, staff sections need to understand what information is pertinent to other staff sections and collaborate across the warfighting functions. Staff sections need to maintain the running estimates in 3 cases: understand the system's effectiveness, pull information for subordinate and higher units, or establish or enforce precise routine reporting requirements for subordinate units. Accurate and timely reporting is crucial for a unit to assess themselves in execution and make informed decisions effectively. Reporting includes reports such as a log stat, a ComStat, an intelligence summary, or even a 2-minute or 7-minute drill at the command post, and situation reports from subordinate commanders and their command post. One of the biggest challenges in reporting is ensuring accuracy. Battalion and brigade level staff commonly overlook establishing clear reporting requirements and templates or identifying specific requirements meeting the immediate, priority, and routine levels of urgency. This lack of clarity can lead to inconsistencies and inaccuracies in reporting. Additionally, the absence of standardized reporting format can further complicate the situation. Many staffs have a reporting format outlined in their standing operating procedures, or SOPs. They need to enforce its consistent use during execution. And inconsistency can result in poor communication and information sharing delays, ultimately hindering the unit's ability to assess and respond to changing situations effectively. To address these challenges, units should prioritize establishing clear reporting requirements, templates, and formats. Staffs need to enforce these reporting tools consistently to ensure accuracy and timeliness in reporting. By improving reporting practices, units can enhance their situational understanding, decision-making processes, and operational effectiveness. Commanders need to conduct battlefield circulation, or BFC, with a detailed plan with inputs and outputs nested with the operations process. The battlefield circulation plan typically consists of where they are going and who they want to engage for commander dialogue. While this enables commander visualization, it does not create a shared understanding with the staff or subordinate units to resynchronize the plan. Command posts should be managed like specialized crews, such as those operating tanks, mortars, or cannons, and trained according to an integrated training strategy or set of tables. This approach ensures that every member of the crew is well versed in their assigned roles and trained accordingly. Disbanding crews should be minimized, as it would necessitate retraining to maintain mission success. While this isn't an end-all be-all and an exhaustive list, this gives a unit a starting place to generate discussion and where the unit needs to be ensured we leave nothing at rest to defeat our adversary. Again, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Duke Reim. Thank you for watching this episode of TAC Talks. Train the Force.